stereo. Don't compare us to anything, this a different scenario. We break records while we pushing the culture forward. Great music and big vibes right in that order. Intellectually petty radio on the stereo. Don't compare us to anything, this a different scenario. We break records while we pushing the culture forward. Great music and big vibes right in that order.
And you are now tuned into another episode of Intellectually Petty Radio, brought to you by M3S3 Clothing. Men make moves and suckers stand still. And as always, on the mighty Nerf DJs Radio Network. Shout out to you. Shout out to your family, man. Hopefully you having a good day. Maybe I can turn that into a great one. If you're not having such a hot day, maybe we can turn that around a little bit. Anyway, what up, though, to all my people in Detroit? This is your man Jobs, and I am your host. And as always, man, nothing but legends, at least on this show. I don't know about yours, I don't know about your people's, but I can tell you about Intellectually Petty Radio. And it's legends only over here, and tonight is absolutely no exception. Just waiting on the legend himself, Mr. Mark Choppa, to pull up, and then we'll get the conversation started. In the meantime, in between time, let me let y'all know that there is an event in Miami the weekend of April the 28th. I think it is April the 28th, yeah. M3S3 Clothing is having a 3-on-3 basketball tournament. They also having some rap battles. Shout out to No Studio and too, man, and Geechee Gotti and that whole family team over there. So it's gonna be pretty lit, man. So if you're in the Miami area, you definitely want to tap into that. And let me I know I just talked to Choppa a few minutes ago, so I know he'll be tapping in shortly. Oh, you know, while I'm at it and I got a minute of free time, the teacher that got into it with the student. This is just my little 2 cents on that. And I, you know what? And I even said that wrong. The student that got into it with the teacher. Because everything that student did was absolutely wrong. And at some point, you got to pay the piper. You know, these kids is out here writing a lot of checks. And it's, well, you're not going to do anything because you're a teacher. You know, it's getting ridiculous out here. And as much as I don't like what I saw, I understand every bit of what that teacher did. And I'm not putting no blame on that teacher. That kid asked for that ass whooping and got what she was asking for. I saw somebody put a post up that said they couldn't believe that people was coming down on this teacher. She said, if my child did that, I'm not coming up there to fight that teacher. First off, you went behind the desk, you got in an adult's face, your teacher, and then you hit her. She said, if anything, I'm coming up there and I'm whooping my kid's ass. And fact number 2 is that child will never see that telephone again. Cell phone, I'm sorry, I'm old. But that child will never see that phone again. And I understood every word that she was saying. I get it. You know, a lot of parents is on that. My kid is infallible. My kid is not wrong under any circumstances. And sometimes your kid is absolutely fucking wrong. That's one thing with my kids. If somebody called and said, well, your child did so-and-so, I didn't immediately be like, no, especially I know my kids. And I know which child is more capable of doing whatever was the accusation. Let me investigate. And oftentimes, your kids will tell you because they're going to feel like, well, mommy or daddy just going to have my back irregardless. Yeah, I did so-and-so. Oh, well, you know what? You got what you deserved. I'm sorry to so-and-so, Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so. We're going to handle this in-house. Is there anything I can do to make you feel better about the scenario. That's how. Well, it used to be back in the day, and yes, this is one of those back in the day moments for me. But it used to be that you didn't have to go to somebody's parent; you just whip that kid ass on site. Exactly. Shout out to Hama Blamo, accountability. Absolutely. And your children see this. And so what you're doing is you're perpetuating a cycle of morality. So that when it's their turn to discipline their children, they can understand the why you made the decisions that you made and why that was a good decision to be made. And how that affected you going forward. And you want to have that same effect on your child. Some of y'all getting really, 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 really ridiculous with this shit and thinking that, just because an adult is an adult in the scenario doesn't mean they're not a human fucking being. They're not a person. They don't have feelings. They don't have emotions. And you can't possibly understand what it's like to deal with not only your badass fucked up kid, but a whole classroom full of them for years on end. Anyway, let me get off my high horse, man. If you own a gun and you black, you need to tap in with Mark Choppa. If you don't own a gun and you want to own a gun and you black, you need to tap in with Mark Choppa. When I say this man is the apex of knowing about guns in our community, I'm not just fucking with you. It's not hyperbole. It's not bullshit. It's all facts. Shout out to you, King. What's going on, bro?
Hey, brother, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yo, do me a favor.
Thanks
Can
for
you turn?
having me.
Oh, come on, man. I've been begging you for 2 years now. Yo, can you turn your phone to the side for me so we get that landscape view?
Yep. I'm trying to get it all set up for you. Hold on me.
Yeah, I'm just sitting up here running my mouth about that video of that girl in the classroom that got into the fight with her teacher.
Hold on. Let me turn it to the side.
Yeah, I don't know why that shit ain't been working lately.
Turn it to the side. It's gonna be like upside down. Oh, hold
on. Fuck it. We'll be all right.
You know what? I think I can.
We'll live
I can
with
bring
it,
it up some.
We'll be all right, bro. It ain't that big a deal.
Okay.
It just gives it a better picture, like on the replay. Definitely fills up the screen a little bit more.
Hold on, I'm gonna try to.
Dang it, where are you though?
I am in Louisiana right now.
Oh my god, that shit. Scoot it over a little bit. Let me see. Is that water behind you?
No, man. It's 100 acres, man. We're gonna blow up some tannerite and have a good time.
Oh my god, that shit looks beautiful.
It's supposed to like naturally.
Yeah, it's supposed to just flip to the side. Don't worry about it, bro. It'll be okay.
Okay,
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, don't worry about it too much, bro. We'll be all right.
And
how's life, man? How's your family?
Everything's good. The family's good, man. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to. Does it show sideways now, Lexi? Wow, I look upside down when I do it.
Yeah, well, you were.
All right.
Yeah, you was upside down for a second. You straight up though, no? You good?
All right, and you're kind of low on my end. I can't really hear you.
You talking about the volume?
Yeah.
I mean, you outside. That may have something to do with it.
Yeah, I am outside. Maybe I should go inside. Let me go. Oh, you know what? I can. Yeah, because I can barely hear you. But it's quiet out here, so I don't. Let me just see.
Yeah, you would think that you should be able to hear me. Like I don't.
Let me see.
No service?
No, I got service. It's just I could barely hear him.
How's that? Is that better?
Set him up right here in the corner.
Yeah.
So grab a chair so we can set him up here in the corner.
Yeah.
Is that better? Can you hear me okay though?
Yeah, one of these ones with the black back.
Yeah.
You want a bar height chair. No, those ones look trash. Or do you want
You
the
all right,
recliner?
bro?
No.
Do you want the recliner?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm
You
good.
want a chair?
Hold on, I want to hear. I want to hear him speak. Talk for me so I can hear you.
All right, can you hear me? Testing 1 2 2.
Yeah,
One
this is a
two
little
three.
better inside. I guess because of the wind and everything. All right,
Yeah,
let me get a chair.
Do you want the
it
regular
ain't the
chair or
best
the
outside
recliner chair?
No,
sometimes.
no, this is good right here.
Take this one with the black back. No, that one's ugly. Was that one
Lord
good?
have
Oh, that's
mercy.
the ugly one. Sorry.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't look stupid, you know.
Nah, you good. You good. Oh, yeah.
Yo, I've been doing this live shit for some
No,
years,
no,
man.
no.
So
It is good.
don't worry about it.
I am fine. Thank you.
Sorry, I've been on TV too many times.
That Southern hospitality.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Let me look at you.
All right, I'm good. I'm good.
No, I'm just making sure you are good.
All
There's
right.
lotion.
Well, this could be a little
How do we?
higher.
No, here. Let me make it up tall for you.
Hold on, we're trying to get this get a handle on this thing. On the tripod.
Oh,
Sorry,
Oh,
you got,
everybody.
you got all that fancy shit, man. I ain't got no.
No. Go ahead.
Well, I'm not about to sit here and hold the phone, so yeah, he needs to try.
All right, come on.
I'm not mad at that.
Hold on, I think it's gonna have to go up more. I'm just doing it one at a time. Okay,
All right, we're good.
that's not tall enough. Hold on, let's do the other two.
All right, hold on. We're about to be ready.
That's all right, bro. And shout out to everybody that's tapped in and will tap in.
We were unprepared a little bit today.
Yeah, definitely a little unprepared.
Oh,
Sorry,
come
I
on, bro.
Sure.
It's called life.
Yeah, man.
We'll get it together for the next time.
I think that might be a little too high, even.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a little high.
All right. Well, you want me to put the legs down or this?
Yeah, this is perfect.
You want to put the legs down a little bit more?
Yeah, a little more, a little
Okay,
more.
hold on. We'll just do the top ones a little bit.
We good?
Hold on, just one minute.
So lower, even?
Oh,
Yeah. Just let me
see.
know. You think so?
Hold on.
You're doing up and down or side side? Okay,
Well,
I
I
think
try
lower.
to do the
I
side
think
to
lower.
side, but it's not.
I think lower. Pop the front one. Hold on. Okay, now hide it. Sit down and let's hide it to.
All right, we good. I'm gonna try to twist it, see if it pop up.
It needs to be about level with your eyeballs. You know
It's
what I
still
mean?
not-
Like the camera lens.
Don't worry about it, bro.
All right, yeah, we're good. We're good.
Right
You
here.
good?
Hold on, I gotta lock it in. Can you flip that one on the front, Mark?
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right.
All
Thank you.
We're gonna be trying to be as quiet as possible,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
and we'll go out front if we have to.
All right.
All right. Get my phone out there real quick.
All right, I'm ready, bro. I apologize about that, man.
Oh man, I ain't worried about that shit, bro. What's new, man? How's life? You okay?
Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing a lot better than before. So
Yeah,
I've
man.
been
We were
dealing
supposed
with
to, in the interest of full disclosure or whatever you call that shit. We were supposed to do the interview. You know, what was that? Last week before, and
a
you got
couple weeks
sick.
ago.
Yeah, you had to
Yeah,
go to
man.
the
I
hospital
was
and
in
shit.
I was in pretty bad shape, man. I told you guys I will talk about that. Some of the health issues I've been dealing with. But for the record, I'm doing so much better. That's why I'm down here in Louisiana. You know, just I needed a moment. You know, trying to just get my health together and because I'm always ripping and running.
Yeah.
I was in the hospital for I was severely dehydrated. Ended up having a kidney infection because of it, and the calcium buildup from drinking soda waters, because I don't drink no juice, no sodas or nothing, and I switched over to straight water, but I ended up drinking like soda waters, those Perrier's.
Yeah.
I was drinking too much of those, so it led to a calcium buildup, which just really put me in a bad space, man.
Oh yeah, my mom's used to have kidney stones really bad. Oh man, that shit used to be fucking her up when them boys hit.
Yeah.
Like it was like having
Hold
a
on, real
whole
quick.
ass
It's
kid.
still this still a little low.
Do you need an AirPod?
Not an
Do you
AirPod.
want
Yeah,
act like
try your AirPod.
Yeah, I have a black JB.
You do? All right, let me get that.
Go get one.
Yeah, that might work.
And they'll be black, so
All
they
right.
did not be all white upon your face.
Okay.
And yo,
Thank you.
They're charged up. You know, that's all.
Yeah.
If not, unless I got an AirPod problem.
All right.
so why she gets that for you?
Either. It's where I love this remark, you know.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I hear you a little bit. I'm gonna wait for these earpods because it's still a little low.
Mark's dead. Oh.
Yeah.
That gunfire, you know, a lot of gunfire.
Yeah. No, she's right actually.
That might have.
What do you mean?
That might actually have something to do with it.
Yo, it has to go to a settings to. Oh, let me turn it off my phone. It's about to hook to my phone. Hold on.
You can't put them in.
All right, 1 second.
Okay,
Hold on, we gotta.
All right.
okay, hold on. Put them back in.
I turn
All
my
right.
turn my Bluetooth off, like
No.
And I'm just gonna mute it right quick. I'm not sure what happened. I guess they muted it while they get everything together. And I get being around a lot of gunfire definitely is gonna have an effect on your hearing. Let me see. I got you muted just in case you can. Okay, you can hear me now. That better? Okay, now I can barely hear you.
You can't hear me now?
No? I could barely hear you.
Hello, testing.
All right, this is what I want you to do. I want you to hang up and call right back, and that's probably going to kick in the AirPods because you can hear me okay now, can't you?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, yeah. Hang up and call, like click off and click right back on for me.
How do I do that? Press leave?
Yeah, you just leave the studio. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen, for the technical difficulties. Going live has its benefits and it has its drawbacks. This would be one of the drawbacks. Sometimes it just don't pop the way it's supposed to pop. You feel me? Anyway, wow, that's crazy. I was talking about, and sometimes my mind is going a different a whole. I think I may have ADHD because sometimes I got a gazillion things going on in my mind, and yeah, I can hear you perfectly now.
Hello? Yeah, now I don't hear you now.
Okay, wow, this is
Lexi, I don't hear him now.
Alexis, go ahead.
Lexi.
yeah, because I can hear him perfectly now.
That's
Lexi?
probably because you're not connected anymore.
Okay, you want to connect?
Oh.
Y'all are funny, bro. I need to put some behind the scenes shit. I should be recording this.
I don't know how to put them back in the case. I forgot.
Wait,
Okay.
hold on. We're gonna get it right, brother.
Yeah, you gotta give me a second, sir.
We're gonna.
I'm sorry.
All right.
All right.
I can actually hear you. You know what? Maybe I'll go to a quieter spot in the house.
There's nothing any
Outside.
quieter, Mark. This is as quiet.
The guest
Us being
house.
quiet.
To guess so?
Listen. Hold on. Shh. Don't
Hold on,
talk.
here's
Listen.
the pop.
Don't talk, Mark. Listen.
I'm not sure what happened. It just went black. It went black, and I can barely hear you. No. I can hear you, but it's like you whispering through a funnel.
All right, so let's try to reset it one more time.
And I figure I fuck with the visuals while we try to get shit together. Anyway, happy 420 to y'all if you partake out there. It's been a long time since I fucked around like that. But I know how big it is in the community for 420 for all my smokers out there. Enjoy yourself, be safe, and be careful who you purchase your shit from. Not everybody is quality oriented, to say the least, and not everybody gives a shit about how things affect other people that they selling to them. And we'll try this one more
Would you
time.
like me to put him on my Bluetooth speaker?
No.
And you could talk, and so you could hear him.
Can you hear me okay now?
I got a Bluetooth.
It's still
speaker.
low. I don't know why it's so low.
I can plug him up to a Bluetooth speaker. Well, he
plug me into the Bluetooth.
He won't be able to hear you talking back because they're talking about.
Okay.
So.
You say he won't hear me talking about?
It's just the Bluetooth.
So that's not
so
going
you would
to
have been able to hear him, but I didn't think about it.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. That's it. That's it. Everybody, shh. Let me just.
Can you hear me, bro?
All right. Yeah, we're good. It's low, but it's cool.
I can hear him, Mark. It's your ears.
Okay. Yeah, it could be my hair. All right. All right. Yeah,
All right. So
this is good.
I know you've told the story about the justifiable homicide a million times.
Yeah.
But walk me through that.
All right. So start from the beginning. Been a bodyguard since I was 16 years old. Youngest bodyguard, bouncer, security in the DC area. I started working pop-up shops. Like that's cannabis pop-up shops, Hobby 420. Because in DC they started like normalizing these big cannabis pop-ups in the DC area. So we got a couple contracts in DC. I built up a team about 10 to 15 guys. That particular day of the justified homicide, it was my wife's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And I had took my wife out, of course, took her out for seafood. Went to go drop her off because I wanted to go check on my guys because my guys was working the one of the cannabis spots. So she dropped my wife off. She didn't want me to go. It was her birthday. But I went anyway. Something told me to go check up on my guys. So I went to go to the pop-up shop. Everything was good. It was, a normal day. I was actually about to head out and head back. My guys was good. Everything was good. As I was leaving, one of the vendors that was in the pop-up shop, they was going to their vehicle. He had a bodyguard there. He had and it was another guy. So I said, I'm just gonna go ahead, make sure they all right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm standing there on the corner. All I hear was skirt. Black truck, 4 guys hopped out in ski masks and they had guns. The bodyguard they had hired, he ran up the street, man. Left his client there for dead.
Wow.
And one of the guys had a gun on me, and he was telling me to get on the ground. He was like, "Man, if you don't get on the ground," and it was like a split second. Like I had to make a decision, had to make a decision whether to, comply or defend myself, because when somebody got a pistol on you, it's like kind of a fight or flight kicks in, and I wasn't getting on the ground, especially when there's like 4 guys with guns and stuff. I didn't know their intentions. I didn't know what they was capable of. I didn't know how dangerous they were. So I drew my firearm and I fired about 8-9 shots, and I ended up killing one of the dudes that was involved in the robbery. So
yeah. Yo, quick question. What the other 3 do?
They I know there was a couple shots fired back. And like I can literally hear the rounds like flying past. It was crazy, like phew, phew, but they, for the most part, they was gone, man. They got out of there, bro. Yeah, They got out of there. The one that had the gun on me, he was the one that lost his life that night. So
At any point did that bother you? Not that you defended yourself, but that in defending yourself you had to kill somebody.
yeah, bro. Yeah, man, it bothers me to this day. I don't think anyone's ever asked me that question before.
I've been
Yeah,
through some shit in life, bruh, and sometimes even though you may have to do some shit, it don't mean that it sits well with you.
no, man. Of course, the PTSD. There's definitely some severe trauma there. Just s- sleeping at night. Kind of re- constantly reliving that situation. Especially me being a big brother in the community and a mentor in the community, a mentor in the community for younger black men. It bothers me. Yeah, it bothers me.
I'm sorry to hear that,
And
bruh.
yeah, no, and um, after this, all that happened, it was like I became like almost like obsessed with the young kid, the young man, where he was 24 years old. Like just kind of just looking at his page, seeing who he was affiliated with, who was he, who was this young brother. And it turns out, my the city is so small, this world is so small. Um he was like best friends with one of my female cousins, you know. Um so just kind of show you, man, you just never know who is who out here.
Yeah, we all make decisions, bruh,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
you live and
I
die with those.
yeah, you live and die with it for sure.
Yeah,
And
and
no, but if I can, like I said, I'll relive the situation. My decision would be the same. It, I can go over and over and over it in my head. I could replay it as many times as I want, but I would have still chose to defend myself because the fact of the matter, I don't, I don't know you, you know,
right.
and I was taught don't pull out your gun unless you're gonna use it.
Yeah, yeah. What was the first gun you purchased?
I purchased the first gun I had.
Well, let's go to the first gun you had.
All right, first gun I had was a 38 special. I was 14 years old and I stole it from my uncle Luke.
Get it, get it. I had to do
Yeah,
that.
and I ended up it's funny. It's a funny story because I ended up telling him about it about a couple years ago, and I replaced it. It was a 38 special. I replaced it with a 357. So, of course, when I was able to replace it, and he was so like shocked because he said he blamed a friend of his, you
Oh
know.
wow,
Yeah,
that's
but
crazy.
I made things right with him.
I
I try to
stole my
make
mother's
things right.
38 back in the day when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
I
And I
got into
didn't
a
know
fight.
nothing about nothing about guns back then, only from what I, you know, learned from the streets and stuff.
Did you shoot it?
No, I never shot that gun. Yeah, I was 14 years old. It was stolen from me. Well, not stolen. My big brother actually bullied me for it. You know, so it was very short lived. Yeah, man.
Okay, so the first firearm you purchased and fired.
That was AR-15. As soon as and that was only a few years ago, man. You know, I didn't know. I never knew that I can. Oh, what am I talking about? No. Okay, first gun I fired. No, that's not right. Okay, my first legal firearm was a few years ago,
Okay,
but it was prior to that. I was buying guns, off the street. I didn't know anything about, permits and stuff like that. So,
I've I've never. I stole my mother's 38 when I was a teenager.
Oh wow, man, we so it's relatable.
Oh man,
We
I
got a
got into a
relatable
fight with a
story.
guy at a pizza spot around the block from the house. I actually won the fight, but I was just so angry. I went home, grabbed my mama 38. I'm running through this field to go back up to this pizza spot. And as soon as I hit the field, I hear the police coming. Just left the gun right there in the field and dipped.
Are you serious? You left the gun there?
Left it, and dipped. I didn't tell my mother this story till I was probably, I don't know, fucking 35 years old.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That was around the time I confessed to my to my
Yeah.
theft.
She was still shitty with me. I didn't buy
Yeah,
her a 357 though. But
yeah, you got what you gotta make it right with moms.
yo, so you do a lot of shit in the community.
Yeah,
It's a lot is gun related. Was
yeah.
that the catalyst, the justifiable homicide, or were you doing things like this beforehand?
Well, that was the I would say that was like a pivotal moment for me where um I felt like I needed to educate myself. It started off as me just learning because the firearm was unregistered. The firearm was unregistered. I had to go to court. Of course it was. I had to go to. I just killed a man in D.C., Washington D.C. So, and I didn't know there was. Uh, we had self defense laws. Cause I didn't know. I didn't know much about um getting your permits, concealed carry. I didn't know what a CCW was. That just shows you like the lack of firearm education in the black community because most of my friends, or the people I grew up with, my brothers, like we didn't know much about firearms.
Yeah.
So so of course as I educated myself, you know, I ended up getting a permit. So I'm like, oh wow, that wasn't too bad. And I used that as an opportunity to kind of spread the word, helping other people get their permits and helping other people train and stuff. So that was, you know, how I started like making firearm content. So a couple years ago, in my city, Washington D.C., there were like two children that got killed. PJ and a Michaela. It was like
Okay.
12 years old, and it was like an 8-year old, and it really messed with me really bad, because I'm promoting guns, I'm promoting, firearms, and I said, you know what, I got to do more than talk about guns. I gotta try to bring my people together. I gotta, you know, spread some love and really mentor the youth. Try to, just stand up and do something because I was like, it messed me up pretty bad. So that's exactly what I did. I started, you know, building a training grounds where we bringing inner city kids to come out and teach them de-escalation, how to de-escalate a situation, because a lot of times these killings, they're from a situation that could have been avoided, something
Man,
so small.
man.
So that's what we did, and we've been teaching self-defense, you know we've been teaching archery, we've been teaching real estate, and financial literacy, and just trying to give these kids something, inner city kids, something that no one's ever taught them, because I know it was never taught to me. So,
Is this just in the DC area, or have you expanded beyond that?
well, the DC area is considered DC.
Oh, somebody must be calling you.
It's funny because I'm actually in Louisiana right now, and we're trying to expand. Yeah, I have someone that's um investing into, because she believes in what I do, and we're trying to expand. We're trying to build up the chopper community to where as though Yeah, we're trying to reopen it. We're trying to spread it around the world.
I don't know what just happened. Did somebody just call you?
Hello?
This
You
hello?
frozen?
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, I can't hear you. Hold
I can
on,
hear
hold
her
on.
whispering.
Hold on, I can't hear this. Everything went
Yeah,
yeah, he
it
froze. I can't hear you. Hold on.
all right. Yeah, for some reason it just
Hello?
yeah.
I can't hear
Hello.
you. Yeah, I can.
I'm not sure. Wow, that sucks. Cause I could tell something was
Yeah,
different.
he's talking. I can't hear
Cause
him.
yeah, the tone of his voice changed.
No, I don't know.
And I know sometimes when people get calls,
I'm asking.
it screws things up a little bit.
No, 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 no. Hold on. Let me try to. I'm gonna leave and come back.
All right, do what you gotta do, bruh. Boy, this has been one tough ass interview. I am not gonna lie, man. Um, wow, you could tell that the pain that this situation has caused him, though, man. I feel horrible for the brother. On the one hand, it's a blessing because you hear to tell the story, and you don't know what people
Hello, you
are
hear me?
capable of. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can I? Hold on.
Wow.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello,
Hello.
hello, hello. Hold on.
Yeah. Like usually, like if I have more than one
You hear me
person,
now?
yeah, I can definitely hear
Hello,
you
hello.
now. Yeah.
What is going
Yeah.
on?
I don't know. Are you muted? Am I muted?
I don't. Hello, hello.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Like that's something I can't fix on my end. And trust me, I've been over here. You can hear clicking and everything. I'm trying to, it's a couple of things I can do. I have done everything, and we was doing just fine. Like I don't
Hello.
understand what happened. Yeah,
You hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, I don't know. You can hear me though.
Yeah, I can hear you now. All right. You know what? I think the the Bluetooth had went to the earbuds,
Oh,
so it just
yeah.
had just connecting. All right.
That's
All
all
right.
right. That's cool. All right, and I can hear her in the background telling you to say something about the Chopper community.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
Well, talk to me. Tell me about the Chopper community.
Well, she wants me to tell you about. I wasn't trying to make this announcement yet, but but we're all reopening in the Chopper community.
Damn, bro, you act like you selling crack or something, man.
Hey,
Talk to me.
no, because I wanted to I didn't want to put it out there until it's 100% official. I get everything, the permits and everything. So, but we are definitely reopening in the Chopper community.
What is the Chopper community?
The Chopper community is a community. We welcome all walks of life, and we believe that society is a polite society. We're teaching all families. You know, spreading love, being kind, being armed, and being trained, and we're training as a unit. Where we it's like one big family. It's like one big family, and we're training together. You know,
Let
to,
me
to
ask, let me ask you this.
Yeah,
We got more school shootings and mass shootings than anybody on the planet, any
yeah,
country on the planet. The gun community definitely gets their panties in a bunch when anybody says anything about making stricter gun laws. I can understand that. I can
Yeah.
also understand the other side too. Is there
Yeah.
a happy medium?
Happy medium.
Yeah. Is there some like some other laws that the gun you think that would work to alleviate or at least minimize some of the gun violence that we have?
I mean, gun control. That originally that was for black people. You know,
Yeah.
that was to stop us from being armed. Gun control only affects the law-abiding citizens. That doesn't stop a criminal from getting a gun off the street and performing criminal acts. I gun control isn't the that's not the solution. You know, I believe the solution is you know educate evil, please, evil, please. I believe the solution is
Well, so,
is
you know what?
educating.
What's Eva's solution?
Eva, what's your solution, please? Let's.
To put security at guns. I mean, at schools like that, the banks and things like that, there should be armed security outside protecting our children.
Yeah, she says armed security protecting our children. I absolutely agree with that. You
Guns
know,
don't fix cowards.
yeah, yeah,
And just like my man's bodyguard dipped on him, just like those a whole police department in Texas was in a school with an active
yeah,
shooter and sat there.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, like you can have all the security. A bullet and a gun is not going to fix a coward.
yeah.
You can
That's
still be a
I
coward.
absolutely
You
agree.
just be a very well armed coward.
Well, I like that, man. I like that. You're
I'm
absolutely
just
right.
saying,
Yeah,
I hear that all the time. More security. I don't want no teacher with a gun. Like it's bad enough we pay people to carry guns and call them police officers and they shooting us. I damn sure don't want a teacher, but I don't want to take away people's gun rights either.
yeah. See, that's the thing, though. We how are children the least protected? You know, literally, like how is someone easily it's so easy for someone to walk up into a school and shoot up a school. So I mean, there needs to be some type of procedure. We have fire alarms and fire drills, and why don't we have drills for a school shooter? You know, some sort of solution put in place
That's a
because
fuck. That's a fucked up thing, bro.
yeah,
And
it
we
is,
do,
but it's a
we do.
fucked up world, man. So we gotta
I'm starting
prepare
to
for the
wonder:
world.
is it the fucked up United States or is it a fucked up world?
I believe it's a fucked up world because I mean let's not ignore how messed up things are from in different other countries as well. So
How did you totally off subject, but how you end up fucking with Black Rambo?
oh man. So Black Rambo plays a big part, a huge part in me becoming a gun enthusiast, because I remember um seeing a video of Black Rambo with all these guns and rapping. And me and my boy was like, "What? You could do that?" Because there's always been a stigma in the black community on firearms. Like, we didn't even think that was possible. We didn't even think we can own that amount of guns. We didn't. So he kind of woke me up as far as posting your guns on online and stuff. But other people do it. Other races do it. There's white gun enthusiasts. There's white you got the 2A community majority white, and it's been like that, for a while, and it's just good to see, our people catching up and getting with the program. So I remember I had redid a video. I did a gun rap, and it went crazy. It went crazy, it went viral, and Black Rambo had commented under the video. And so I hit him up. I said, "Hey, bro, I wanna what is it gonna take for us to shoot a video together?" And he gave me he was like, "Just give me a couple of dollars." It was some short shit. I was like, "What?" Because Black Rambo's big, in the 2A
Man.
community, you know. So I'm thinking he was gonna say some crazy off the wall number, you know, and it was some short shit. It was affordable. I said, "You got it." I said, "Where you at? When can I come?" He was in Louisiana. The next day, I got on the road. Me and my boy Zoe and my brother J2 Funny. Shout out to J2 Funny. He's a comedian in the DMV area. So we
Okay.
had got on the road, went to go see Black Rambo, and ended up being, more than just a video that we were doing. We actually clicked immediately. We clicked immediately, man. We became very good friends. One of my bestest friends, actually. We spent a few days. It was just, I was just supposed to come down there and do a video, and that was it.
Mm.
And we ended up going to eat some crawfish and eating alligator. I never had alligator before. I never spent any time in Louisiana before. I ate some
What that
duck.
taste like?
Oh man, it's delicious, man.
Really?
Yeah, it's delicious.
That
Yeah.
crawfish shit was horrible to me, bro. I went down
You
to
didn't
New
like
Orleans.
crawfish?
No, I went down to New Orleans a couple of years ago, man. And
Uh-huh.
that was like I enjoyed everything but the food. The food was just ass everywhere.
Oh man, you gotta go to okay, so I will say this. You gotta go to the right places though. Because I've had some bad crawfish. I had some alligator that I wasn't too fond of. So but you gotta go to you gotta get with somebody that knows where to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try that the next time because I'm definitely gonna go back because I it was one of the most beautiful places I've ever visited. I think I lost 5 pounds though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely one of the most beautiful places. I'm
Yeah.
here now. You seen the view, like it's just yeah, it's well needed, man. It's
So
well
y'all doing
needed.
a video down there now?
Well, no, we just like I said, we're one of someone who believes in the Choppa community. She's one of my good friends, one of my bestest friends, and she wants to get the Choppa community up and running. So we're down here with just kind of relaxing, really, getting some content. She just got 50 guns delivered, like so we're trying out some of the new weaponry, and yeah, we're just taking a moment, because like I said, I was going through like some health issues and stuff, and she's been telling me to come down here. She's been going through some health issues, and my boy Zoe Choppa is actually here as well. Zoe Choppa, you want to come say hey?
Shout out to Zoe Chopper.
Yeah, Zoe Choppa is my best friend,
Yeah,
and
that
he's
sounds
a
pretty
gun
deadly.
enthusiast as well.
All right, what's going on, everybody?
What up, though?
What's
What's
going
going
on?
on?
Yeah, we down here living it, man.
Oh, I can't imagine 50 guns.
Yeah,
Man, stuff all over the place, man.
yeah,
Just really
Yo,
lay it
how,
out.
how many guns do you own? Is that can I ask that?
yeah. So me personally, I own about 90 some guns.
Nigga, the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I seen the pictures and shit. Like the one when you was outside, you got guns laid everywhere. The one, what did you put? You wrote out in letters. What is it? Come in.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, that video. I mean, that picture right there, that went crazy. I was just having some fun. A lot of the content, I just be, putting stuff together and having fun with it, and I don't even realize how, how crazy it's gonna go on the internet. Whereas though I'm a full time gun enthusiast. I'm a full time content creator.
And
So
what with me, like I've always, I try to make sure that I always do my part to help Black folks know about guns.
yeah,
You
yep,
know, I've had Jada Shooter on, Black Owned Gun Magazine on. I've always trying to make sure that I'm putting something out there because I do a lot of goofy shit too. But I want to
yeah.
make sure that I put something out there that's gonna help us as a people. Who's a better shot between you and Zoe?
Zoe's a lot quicker when it comes to drawing his handgun.
Uh,
But as far as long range shooting with rifles and stuff, I got that hands down. I can shoot 1,000 yards with an AK-47
with a K?
with a K.
Is this with a scope on it? Is
No, I
just
don't know.
eyeballing?
On sights. Yeah.
Nigga, what? How effective is that?
I would say it's pretty effective.
That's a
I
long
trust
ass way.
I trust my own sights before I read dot or scope any day.
Best bullet
That's
you got.
hmm?
Best bullet.
Best bullet.
Yeah.
Hmm. I don't. I can't. I can never categorize any of my firearms or bullets, man, or rounds. They all my favorite, man. They all the best. But
Okay.
but AK-47 7.62. That's my go to. That's what I keep two choppers by the bedside, man.
Okay. So let's say my daughter wants to get a weapon. It's her first weapon. What you recommend?
So I recommend your daughter get some training. Go to a range with her dad and try out different guns because what may work for me may not work for her. Or may work for you may not work for her. So you gotta, because our hand sizes are so much different.
Yeah.
Um, whether it's something may be comfortable to me may not be comfortable to her. So she really has to, go to the range with her pops and try out a few and see which one she likes, which one is comfortable for her. Of
I've
course,
been
definitely start off with a smaller caliber.
I've been trying. My middle daughter actually she went to the range a few times,
Hmm.
and I'm like, look, I will pay for the training. I've
Hmm.
even reached out to people I know. Hey, where can I get in her area, and nothing. You
What
know,
area? Because with the tribal community, we what's so wonderful about it, we offer free training for the children. Children do not pay at our range. Well, it's
oh,
not even a range. It's
I'm
a
old,
training
nigga. My
compound.
kids is probably your age.
Well,
They ain't no
damn,
kids.
how old are you?
I'm 51.
Oh man, you looking good, brother.
Psh, these bones don't feel it.
Yeah, I know.
But
You see what I'm going through. I'm like, I'm a little too. I'm so young to be dealing with daggone kidney problems and stuff.
I bet you Keith, my guy Keith in Detroit is like the perfect human being. He eats everything right. Karate genius. He probably could help you out with your diet.
Yeah, yeah. Well, send them my way, man.
I absolutely will, because a lot, especially with the kidney and stuff, like a lot
Yeah,
of that shit is fixable.
yeah, for sure.
You know, but yeah, they're in the Detroit area. So if you know anybody that does any training in the Detroit area, and is there anything that I can do to help y'all with the chopper community?
Just follow the chopper community, share our posts, and just spread the word. Because it's like I can create this crazy content, and it gets millions of views, but when I talk about the positive stuff that we're doing in the chopper community, it doesn't get the recognition that it should get because we're doing a lot of positive stuff with the youth and just teaching them archery. Teach them how to defend themselves, teach them how to de-escalate a possible violent situation, and just mentoring the youth. I feel like when we post uh these things that we're doing, it doesn't get the numbers. It doesn't do the numbers that it should be getting.
Are
So
are the kids making the videos, or are you making the videos?
no, I make the videos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta how about just my 2 cents, letting the kids make some videos?
that's not a bad idea.
Because I think that they would be, it's their generation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're absolutely right about that.
Yeah,
So that's what we try to. I guess that's why you know, um, like you said, it's their generation. We try to be as relatable as we can with the kids. Sometimes my content could be like a little unorthodox or a little crazy. But we I'm from where they from, so and I don't try to be somebody else. I clean up my content a little bit, but it's definitely relatable to the youth. So
Absolutely. I mean, it's relatable to an old nigga like me too, because I'll be at the crib rolling.
yeah,
Like this shit, I enjoy this shit. Like
I
and
appreciate you,
that's
man.
why I've been bugging you so long.
Hey, you ain't been bugging me, brother, but no, but I appreciate you because it's like, you've reached out to me several times, and I have so much going on, and when when I see someone that's actually genuinely interested in hearing my story and having a conversation with me, it means a lot, because someone could just find out about me and like, oh, I want to do an interview with you, um I'm like, nah, I'm not that easy, because I put a
Hey,
lot of hard work into building
facts.
a brand,
Yeah.
but yeah, it means a lot when the brothers is genuinely persistent in having a conversation.
I mean, well,
So
I do. I ask a few questions behind the scenes to other people that
yeah,
we may both know, and like, dude is a good dude.
yeah,
And the information is needed.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
And like I say,
appreciate that, man.
you gotta. I put out some bullshit sometimes, but you gotta put out more good shit.
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah. Well, you gotta grasp the audience attention, and then you could drop some gems in there, because
Yeah.
there's a lot of content I drop just for merely entertainment, but then I drop something meaningful in there, something educative, something you can take and learn from and spread it. So
What's the most important piece of content from your standpoint that you've put out?
the Chopper community alone, everything it stands for, and
How
that's
your
just
wife? And I'm sorry to cut you off, but
no, you good. No, go ahead.
how do I'm trying to figure out how to word this? But I'm absolutely you wouldn't be where you are without the support of your woman.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
But at some point, is it too much for her?
Oh yeah. I mean, the as far as like, because my wife is this backbone. The administrative stuff. And the scheduling. I don't have an assistant or anything like that, so it falls on my wife. So it's a lot, Pete. But we came from a place where we don't ever want to go back. You know, Me and my wife been homeless before.
Really?
And so it's like we'd rather bust our ass and really put in the work and be where we are than ever go back to.
Let me ask you this because I did not know that. The first
Yeah.
when you first realized we're not gonna have a place to stay, what's that first conversation with your wife like?
I'll tell you one thing. So it wasn't even a conversation. It was more so it was just going back to that that thought process I was in, and it was like I remember, breaking down the tears, and I said, "I'll never allow this to happen again. This would never happen again." You know. And 2 weeks later, I made sure we got a spot. But it was a bad space. You know. Yeah. It
Man,
was
that's the foundation shit right there, though.
yeah. 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 I
When you
remember, man. I remember like it was yesterday.
that's when you know you got a soldier out.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know. My wife. People don't realize. We known each other since high school. She's she go wherever I go. You know, if I say, baby, I'm going to go travel through hell, she coming right beside me. You know, she's gonna be there wherever I go. She's going to be there.
That you about to make me cry up in here.
Yeah, she's a real trooper, man. You know, she's a she. I couldn't ask for a more loyal, more just a soldier, a soldier for love. Like ain't nothing, and nobody or nothing you can't say nothing about me. You can't you can't come up with some way to break us apart. She ain't it ain't gonna happen. She ain't going. She just not. She is not leaving my side. She is a real soldier for us.
Shout out to her, man.
Yeah, Mrs. Chopper.
Yeah, Mrs. Chopper. Shout out to you, and thank you for loaning Mr. Chopper to us for a little bit. You
Yeah,
know,
well, she's back home, so but she's probably watching. Who knows?
she's probably like, get the audio together. Damn, this nigga's horrible.
I know. So I'm usually home when I have everything set up. So I apologize again about that.
Oh
You
man,
know, but they did the best they could to accommodate me for this interview because I told them how important it was because I said I already stood them up because they was like, well, why don't you just reschedule? I said absolutely not. I done stood them up already because I was in the hospital and this brother has been reaching out trying to have a conversation with me for a while. So
bro, I've been doing this for so long, man. Like I done had some of everything happen, so the shit doesn't. It is what it is. People got lives.
yeah, for sure.
And I'm not a rich person, so you're not about to get rich off this interview. You ain't about to go buy no Lamborghini for me. So I appreciate any energy that people offer me, man. So and thank the people in the room that's there. I appreciate your time and your energy. The young lady that was helping, shout out to you. Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
that's
And
Eva.
and Eva,
You want to say hey, Eva? Okay.
give Eva her flowers.
Eva
Um,
deserves all her flowers.
Yo, y'all enjoy the guns too, man. What what
Yeah.
what haven't you shot that you want to?
What haven't I shot? Hmm. I can. I There's somebody in the background. I can't even repeat what she just said. She played.
Knock yourself. I want to hear what she said. Shit.
You want to
Tank.
repeat what you said?
A cop.
She said a cop. That was her. That was her joke, guys. Not mine.
Yeah.
We try to build a bridge with law enforcement.
The thoughts and
So,
sentiments of my guests and the people in that room are not intellectually petty radio's thoughts and sentiments.
yeah,
I
but
don't want them niggas coming after me, man. I got enough issues.
I'm telling you, me too. The original Chopper community, the government actually shut us down. They created a law just for us. We had a training compound in Woken, Maryland, and that zone they rezoned it um just for us. So they created a new law where we couldn't shoot on the property anymore because it was a private range. Yeah, it was too many black folks. We had thousands of black men and women and children training together as a unit, and they shut it down.
Yo, I've interviewed Grandmaster Jay a few times before he free that man
Yeah,
before
man, for real.
he got arrested.
Yeah.
And he was telling me about when they did the march, and I forgot what he exactly called it, but he don't call it a march. But on Stone Mountain in Georgia,
Yeah.
and how it was more niggas with guns there than the actual police.
Ooh. Yep.
And because apparently they weren't supposed to be there, but the police were not in a position to really do anything about it because they were scared.
Yeah, absolutely. Trust me, that we are already feared, and you arm us and we train. Oh, they
they get afraid. In 1968, the Black Panthers walked up to the California Capitol with shotguns, and we started, uh, you know, watching the police officers pull people over and just kind of, really started standing up and
Mm-hmm.
arming ourselves. 1969 Gun Control Act came about, so they literally created gun control for black people because we started arming ourselves.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this is a fact. You guys, anybody can this is public information. You could just Google it. And what is Mark Chopper talking about? No, this is a fact.
And I'm sorry, but shout out to P Chopper. Yes, absolutely a true power couple. I like to see shit like that, man.
What? Is P Chopper here?
Yeah, P Chopper is in the building.
P Chopper in the building. What's up, my
Yeah.
brother?
And I'm not gonna take too much of your time up, bro. I know you got shit to do, man. Is
No,
there
you
any?
good, man.
I'm good.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
good, bro.
Who in the community outside of Black Rambo do you look to for advice?
For advice, or
Mm-hmm.
I don't, I don't really talk to people about it getting advice from. Maybe I'll, if I'm getting pointers or something like that, or just watching them.
Well, same thing to me.
Yeah, that's a tough question. I would say, man, you gonna have me start naming people and stuff. Man, that's a tough question. I would say, a couple people that I watch. Of course, Rambo. Um, Maj Toure. I don't know if you
Yeah,
familiar with Maj Toure.
I am.
He got the Black Guns Matter. Um, of course, I'm trying to remember his name. I literally watch him a lot. Um, I can't think of his name, man. I watch all of them. If you're a black 2A, and not only black 2A, I don't want to, just say that
And when
because
when you say 2A, what do you mean?
Second Amendment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
Second Amendment.
Us post stupid people don't know all that, bro.
Oh, yeah, yeah. 2A is the Second Amendment. People that, advocate for our Second Amendment, our rights to bear arms. So, yeah.
Is there? Do you think that there should be like a let's say you caught a felony in 1990?
Yeah.
Do you think that there should be a time lapse on that where you can go back to reclaiming your, without having to get it expunged or whatever? But let's say after 25 years, if you keep your nose clean, you could get your firearm privileges back.
Yeah.
Or should they be
there
taken
is.
at all?
There is. Yeah. No. No, there is a lot of people don't know. We got to educate ourselves because there's in every state is different where you can get your gun rights back.
Yeah. How do you? Well, how? Like if I'm in a DMV area, how do I go about doing that? You got to get it expunged.
Okay, so there's a couple ways in the DMV area. We actually have a person you can follow him on Instagram, Felon with Firearms. He
Mm-hmm.
assists us with the process, and there's also lawyers you can talk to about sealing it. Sealing that record, then
Mm-hmm.
applying for your gun rights back. So,
Okay.
and I know Virginia is the easiest place after 3 years and it could be a violent felony. You can apply to get your gun rights back, and you just got to prove that you've been a law-abiding citizen and you got some you've been out of trouble.
What if I move? What if I catch a felony? I don't know if you know this, but what if I catch a felony? Like I live in Ohio. I catch a felony in Ohio. I decide I'm moving to Virginia. Do I have to go back to Ohio to get it restored, or is it like Virginia? It's a whole new spot. I can just start there.
Well, when people ask me questions like that, the first thing I do is direct them
Get a
to a
lawyer.
lawyer.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah,
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not an expert, but I also have people who are experts, so I send them their information.
yeah. I'm interested to know about that. I'm kind of curious as to how that works. 'Cause I
Mm,
know a lot. I know a lot of motherfuckers that caught felonies, and the shit just hangs over your head forever.
yeah, see, a lot of felons don't know that you can get your gun rights back. So so they, they just gotta educate themselves.
And you be, people are fearful. People are scared that if they kind of rocking the boat,
Mm,
life has been going okay. You caught that felony, but you've managed to kind of stay out the way and do your thing and be good. And it's like, okay, do I risk rocking the boat to get a gun, or do I just keep it pushing the way I've been going?
I mean, have your Second Amendment is a God given right. To be honest, so I would definitely do what I need to do if I was a convicted felon to go through the process and get
Man,
my gun rights back.
I don't know if God is up there like y'all niggas need guns. Yeah, I think-
But it ain't about having guns, but you have a right to protect your family and protect
yeah,
yourself.
yeah. Is it that is the burden ever too much? Like you do a lot of shit for the community. You do a lot of shit that may not necessarily pay monetarily. Is that does that ever become too much for you?
Um, I love I love doing it. So when you love doing something, no, it doesn't come too much.
Oh, I don't like people that much, bro.
Yeah,
Shit, I like. I like having individual conversations, but to have to deal with just a gazillion people that's different all the time. It's just that's a burden, bro.
and I went. You know what? It's more so when it's the same people you're trying to help. Those are the ones that will try to crucify you.
That's why.
It's like we are our own worst enemy. When I first started like posting guns and stuff, and you know, I was getting crucified by black people.
Why this nigga doing this shit? Who he think he is?
They
They gonna
didn't.
arrest this nigga.
They
What's wrong
didn't.
with
I get
you?
all that, man. They didn't understand the bigger picture. And I would always say, hey, man, go to one of them. Let's go to the white folk pages where when they shooting guns and they're training their children shooting deers and hogs. At young ages. Y'all don't go say nothing over there. You know, So, and I understand because it's been such a stigma in our community,
Yeah,
but it's time for them. It's time for black people to wake up, man.
it's gotten a lot better over the last few years, though.
Absolutely. I think black woman has been the most. We're the most not we're, but they are the the most people who've been purchasing legal firearms. So that says a lot.
Yeah, it does, man. I'm proud of you, and I'm proud
Thank you,
of
man.
just the whole community at large, man. I just just from on the outside looking in, man. I see the not only like it's the pictures are dope. Don't get me wrong. It's dope to
Yeah,
see you out there with a gazillion guns and ain't no
yeah,
cops searching for you. That's
yeah, yeah,
phenomenal. But like the pew pew party, when I see pictures of that shit and I see all these shades of black, legally
yeah,
out there, or this party or this teacher or this instructor or whomever, doing something positive for the community
yeah.
from a firearm perspective, which is something I didn't see as a kid.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, when I first had Choppa Day, because Choppa Day is an event that I've been doing. It's an annual event. The first time I did it, oh my god. Before I did it, it was like this is a bad, horrible idea. This is you can't have black people and guns in one spot. Uh, it was all kinds. I got so much backlash from other black folk, and and this was about 3 years ago when I first had it, and it was thousands of black men and women and children with guns, and we were shooting guns. We were having a great time, and there wasn't a peep of a disagreement. It wasn't an argument. It was a beautiful time, the most beautiful moment that I've witnessed. Like, so definitely, we didn't have that growing up. You know,
No, no,
I couldn't even, because there wasn't any. We didn't have these kind of events. You know, I went to a
yeah,
Kentucky machine gun shoot a few years ago, and it was 99.9 white folk. Me and Black Rambo went. We were the only black people there. And when I say there was tens of thousands of people, it was it was crazy. We were the only black people there. So I said I want to do something like this. And I did it. And we had Choppa Day on my birthday. And it turned out so beautiful. And of course, I was super nervous, but I knew I had to do this. I knew it was going to make a uh, it was going to make a statement to the world. Like, the guns ain't the problem. You know, the black people and guns are not the problem.
no,
We got other issues. We got other issues. That we're dealing with, and those issues need to be addressed. Like
yeah.
the lack of outlets, the lack of we got funding for these you know inner city kids and stuff, where we don't have rec centers and we don't have trade centers and stuff where they can like pick up a hobby, pick up a trade, and we don't have nothing for them to do.
That's intentional, but that's a whole nother show.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
you know,
yeah. I was
yeah,
going to start going down the whole like
yeah. Like that,
it's,
all of that shit is intentional. They know it. They know exactly what they're doing. It's
yeah,
proven
yeah,
to
yeah.
work, and they just
Absolutely.
find different methodologies for the same old tricks. You
Yeah.
know. But on that note, man, I'm gonna wrap it up, man. I got to get out of here because I got to work in the morning, and if I don't eat, man, I'm going to just combust. Is there anything if people want to get in touch with you? I'm just saying, if people want to get in touch with you, man, and want to reach out. Matter of fact, and more importantly, if they want to donate, how they go about doing that?
All right, they can follow my personal page on Instagram, Mark Choppa, MarkChoppa. If they want to donate and kind of stay updated what we're doing at the Choppa community, follow the Choppa community on Instagram. It's at the Choppa Choppa community. You can click the link in the bio and you can donate. Oh, there's actually a cash app on the Choppa community page. If you don't have it to donate, spread the word. Let everybody know. Let the world know what we're doing, and just repost and send it to your friends. Send it to, if you got anybody in the DMV area. Just let them know about it. Let them know they have a place where they can bring their children to learn and just to be educated and be in a family oriented environment
That's
without
dope,
being judged.
man. That's critical. Yo, and I might have somebody, man, that like in Detroit that would they got an organization there that I think you guys would really work well together. I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, just link me, man.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely, man. And I'm gonna inbox you my number in case you need anything, bro. Like you don't have to like call me through Instagram. You can hit me up, which
all right, all right.
I don't do that
Appreciate
too
that,
often,
man.
man. But yeah, whatever you need, bro, I got you.
Thanks, brother. I really appreciate that. I do.
No doubt, man. On that note, man, I'm gonna wrap it up and get up out of here, man. God bless you, man, and keep doing what you're doing, bro. You're absolutely needed in the community.
God bless you, man. Yeah. for
No
sure.
doubt, man.
Keep giving us a voice, man. Continue to reach out to these
Y'all niggas gotta actually like pick up. You know, be begging
yeah.
niggas for years and shit.
That's what I said. That's what I said. People said, "Why don't
Nah,
you
man.
reschedule?" And I'm like, I didn't stood them up. I said, I can't, I can't do it.
No, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. It's certain people like I've waited over a year for certain interviews.
Yeah,
So it doesn't really bother me all that much. Like my patience game with this, I know how the game goes. You
yeah,
know, and then people like to watch you too. They don't want to. I don't have a lot of numbers,
yeah,
so I have to show them with consistency and quality.
yeah, for sure.
So there'll be some. I've had people watch me. I've been watching the last 6 months. You know, I said no, but I kind of like what you're doing. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Blase splee.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
It is what it
Make sure
is.
that you whatever you're gonna post, send it to me so I can repost it. So
I got you.
my platform is your platform, brother.
I got you. I appreciate that too, bro.
Yeah,
On that note, man, peace. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate the hospitality that Eva and the fam has extended to us to do this.
hmm
And if they need anything, tell them they can reach out to me as well. On that note, man,
peace. I will.
peace.
I'll
Y'all have
let
a
him
good
know.
one.
All right, stay dangerous.
No doubt. Yo, as always, man, it's your talent that gets you on the show, but it's your story that makes you stand out, man. Definitely appreciate Mark Choppa for stopping by, having a conversation with an old man like myself. Y'all have a good one, man. Peace.